Kia ora, everybody. Welcome to Talk About Weeknights. Your special host, Michelle Henderson, is in the house. I can concur that she is ready to go, and we have an amazing guest. Of course, would you expect anything less? We have a hip hop rap artist. His name is OD, and he's going to be here to share the goodness with you, all about what he is up to, and that's just really exciting because who doesn't love music? And if you don't, my gosh, get to love it because you're going to learn a lot. But anyway, let's bring in Michelle in three, two, one. Hi!
Hey, Selena, how are you?
Oh, so good to see you. I'm well. It's the end of the week. I'm actually feeling very refreshed for the end of the week and looking forward to the weekend and the days ahead. So, well, what can you tell us about OD? This is your guest that um, you found and you discovered. I mean, I work in A&R, but you also are a powerful networker, just like me. But what can you tell us about him before he arrives? Go.
So, basically, with Maddie, I was kind of scrolling because a lot of my job is networking and obviously finding fresh talent for my talent agency. So, I was looking through different music artists, and his music popped up really randomly, like this random little clip. And I just absolutely loved his music. I was like, hey, like, love your tunes, love your vibe. Like, let's meet up and have a bit of a chat and see whether I can get you some work. And then ended up catching up with him about maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Had a yarn, real similar. And he's just super cool, like a real cool guy, down to earth. And yeah, just super talented. So I'm excited to get him on and have a bit of a cordial and chat and get the audience
Yeah,
to kind of get to know him a bit. But he's cool. Yeah.
yeah, totally. And there's so many well appointed artists in this country, and it's competitive. Even in a small country, of course, it's going to be competitive, and especially as you move and as you develop, um, it's going to become harder, right? It's going to
For
become
sure.
harder for the artists to step up and step out and make a splash, especially once you hit that global market. If you want to stay there, you're going to have to work for it.
For sure. Yeah, with Maddie, he's real super grounded and humble, and I think it goes a long way in the entertainment industry. Like I feel like a lot of artists sometimes get a bit of a big head and forget their roots. Whereas I feel like with Maddie, when he makes it big, I feel like he'll still remember all those little connections and people that got him there on the way. So that's what I love about him. Just a real good human being in general.
Oh, that's so cool. And
Yeah. I'm
yeah,
gonna try
that's
and
so
get him to do
cool.
like a little freestyle rap at the end as well, just to show his.
Yes. Well,
See if I can convince
I'm
him to do
yes,
it.
you should be able to convince him to do it, and we'll mute our mics, and then he can just go for it. I think, yeah. I mean, it's just really exciting to see that his kind of caliber, his caliber that is coming up and amongst the masses, because there's always a lot coming up to the gate at once. Occasionally one slips through, and
Yes.
I think I've got a good feeling about this guy. I think he could have something really really special, and he'd go a long way. But yeah,
It's
that's
such
just
a
my
hard niche
opinion.
kind of industry, with like festivals and getting in. It's all a lot of like kind of divine timing and luck,
Yeah.
landing in entertainment in New Zealand. But last year I was trying to get him into R&B and cool festivals and gigs like that. But obviously with COVID, all of that's been pushed out. So fingers crossed I can get that for him this year. It'll be awesome to be able to celebrate and watch him perform and do his thing.
Yeah, yeah, wicked. And what's your favorite festival?
Oh, the thing is, like people like think because I'm a performer, I'm real outgoing, and I'll be like the first one in the mosh pit and in the front. But I'm actually not a festival goer, which is actually really surprising to people. Like I get super anxious, like in big crowds and things like that. And obviously, on the performer side of things, I'm used to being on stage performing, kind of down, to the audience. But being on the
Yep.
other side, it's just a bit overwhelming for me. So I'm usually backstage or watching. But no, I wouldn't even, to be honest, I haven't even been to that many festivals, which surprises a lot of people.
No,
I'd go to
neither.
support Maddie or like my talent, but
Yeah.
yeah, not a fan.
Yeah.
But my sister's hard out into like D&B and goes to all of those underground kind of concerts that say Zaysha would perform at, but not so much
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. It's a different world. I mean, when you're going to an event as a hunter, it's quite different to when you're actually there to work.
For
You know.
sure. I
Yeah.
think it's because I must put on that alter ego, when you perform. And it's just like I'm in my space, I'm in my zone, I'm performing, but it's like I feel like when I'm on the other side, it's just super overwhelming. I'm just like, oh my God, so many people are so close to me. Like, yeah.
And you're a dancer, right? By
Yeah,
trade,
yeah.
one of your
Yeah.
many trades. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's exciting. We've actually going to be getting into our rehearsals on Wednesday this week. So getting back into the stallions and the play ponies. So I think it's really good for my fitness as well as like well-being and mental clarity to be moving again and performing because it's such a big part of who I am and what I did studying growing up. So that's really exciting for me.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing because it's the more you feel good, the more you can inspire other people, and you should be running classes. I mean, do you run classes, dancing
Yes,
classes?
yeah, I used to. So when I was a little bit younger, maybe like 22 or 23, I used to take everything from like hip hop, contemporary, classical ballet, jazz, commercial dancing, cheerleading classes. And then I just got super busy with wanting to travel. But I'm thinking about taking Viva dance classes and getting back into that because I enjoy motivating and inspiring people to learn how to dance because I think it's actually a really empowering skill set to have.
Totally, absolutely, 100% agree. Yeah, I mean, from my
You should
experience
come
with
to some, Selena. You should
oh
come.
yeah, I
You should
will.
come to
Yeah, I'd love to.
little
Oh,
hobby.
totally. I'll be there. I will be there with bells on, and I will try not to
Okay.
take over. But yeah, I mean, I like to move. Absolutely. It's just very important, and you kind of know when you're in sync. If you're in sync with a song, it's the song is speaking to you, and you're respecting the song by just doing a little
Getting
groove.
involved,
I think
feeling the energy.
yeah, it's a beautiful
That's
thing.
what I love about dancing. It's like a physical representation of a song, all the
Yeah.
beats. I love it. So good.
And do you find each time you listen to a song, you actually hear something new every time? It's
Yeah.
possible.
You hear all the different layers. And I think
Yes.
that's what kind of shows the difference between a good dancer and an amazing dancer is the ones that can pick up all those little layers. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
That's one of the things.
Yeah.
I'm so excited
Because
actually even just thinking about choreography.
yeah, because as a dancer, you're having to multitask there. You're having to, listen to the beat that you have imprinted in your mind because you practice so much. But then, you're also having to just you're having to perform, which is
Yes. That's the
you're
hardest
having
mix to play yet. Because you get into your
yeah
own little world and then you're feeling the music, but then you're like, oh my God, there's hundreds of people watching me. Like you still have to perform and it's like you're in a different world at the time. And that's what I love. It's like it's a healthy escapism tactic. It's fun.
okay. You go for it and tell us more about your upcoming dancing classes. And I am going to check on our guest. You okay with that?
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically on Wednesday, I will be getting into the play ponies and the stallions rehearsals. So that's usually run for about 6 weeks. Pretty intense kind of workshop for like 2 hours. And then we're going to be touring New Zealand, the play ponies and the stallions, which is going to be hectic. So 5 female dancers, 5 male dancers performing at different venues around New Zealand. So at some point when it gets closer to show time, I will send you guys links and obviously promote the show so you guys can come and watch what I train to do for a living. And now I'm doing a whole bunch of everything else. So I'm excited. But Maddie should be good to go, I hope. get into chatting to him.
Yeah. We're just checking on him. You check on him at your end.
Cool.
Michelle's checking on Maddie at her end. And please, for the love of God, join us. Call in. Click the link. Please give us your comments. Positive or negative. We prefer positive. Keep it clean. Yeah, you've got the link there. That should be distributed across the many social channels. But please. Oh, no, that's me. Right. So tell us.
Maybe Selena, you should chuck on some music in the background.
Oh, yes, it's from Spotify.
Love that when it gets. I'm like, Maddie, where you at?
No,
but maybe
what you should do is get him on the line, and we're going to broadcast it. And when you get him on the line, I'm going to bring in a Spotify track, the one that we used in the promo track.
Nice.
And then I can.
Yeah, so if you guys want to follow any of his music, that's the dirtiest screen ever. So that is.
Yeah, it's a cool.
He's got some really cool music.
Okay, you bring it up. Bring it up.
All right. So this is probably my favorite song. It's called Seattle.
Race in my stomach and nuts. Never get complacent, I'll never fall off. Trying to make me super Millie squad star, that's the mission. Found what I love, that'll be my prescription. Killing all these flows, my addiction. The system eclipses the vision of a life in the prison. A box for your head top every single week.
Have a little jam. Is he backstage yet? No.
Not yet.
That's such a musician, isn't it? Being fashionably late.
Fashionably late.
Yeah.
Just sending a few reminders. It's totally fine.
He said it's not letting him join.
Oh. Okay, let me deal with that. Hold on.
We're having a jam, are we? Love that.
Before I went and grabbed it, the practice got you on 10 times prices. You bastards, I'm raising my standards. Pass what you have, kid. I'm the man, kid. Fast in these trackless. All so cons on my rhymes and my dad leg. Got a good and a sad bitch. She a bad bitch.
All right, he's logging in now, team. Amazing.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm looking out for him, and I've resent it. But yes, we've had a few hiccups with people joining the stream in the last 6 months. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, but you can keep me updated. One of my favorite songs. Oh, hang on, let me look it up. Because he has a bunch of tracks there. You're going to play another one?
Why not? that's another cool thing about one of his tracks. We actually provided dancers for his latest song, Chips, which is another goodie. So I'll leave a link in the comments later. And it's got all our professional dancers in the back from Social Butterfly.
Wow.
So that was a fun collab.
Have your Social Butterfly dancers, they've collaborated with international artists?
Yeah, they have. So most of it is Kiwi artists because we've technically only really been around for about a year and a half when it comes to the professional dancing side. So we've worked with King's Music. We've worked with, I can't tell you guys yet, a professional DJ overseas as well. So that's always fun. It's like promotional music video clips, and it's good for the brand. I love it. And it's also cool that I can create opportunities for them as well.
Yeah, that's very important. Very important to enable up-and-coming talent. Yeah, that's a very wise thing to say, Michelle. You've got an excellent head on your shoulders So I think you're in a really good space, and especially like with your employment. I mean, you've got a lot of things going on, but with immersive, that's just this. You just like you're light years ahead. So I think really cool. Really
It's hard
cool.
to manage it all because I'm the type
Yeah.
of is he here?
Yeah, he's here, but keep going. Keep talking, and I'm just going to have a little chat with him. So go. Yeah, but yeah, like I
Cool.
said, you're a light years ahead. You're hardworking, and we really appreciate you being here on a Friday night. And you just go. You just tell us about Maddie one more time. Go for it.
Third time lucky. All right. So with Maddie, I met him a few years ago. Was scrolling through YouTube and Instagram links, and for me, I'm always, as a talent agent, always looking for people to potentially bring on the books and obviously offer different skill sets to get them amazing jobs around the country as well as overseas. And so the one thing that I loved about Maddie was he was super down to earth as well as incredibly talented, and I believe will make a massive impact overseas at some point in the genre. So I'm super excited to finally introduce and interview him. So, Maddie, are you
What's
here?
up?
Oh my!
Yeah. Finally,
Thanks
I
for
made it
keeping
in.
me
Love you
hanging.
too.
Well, cheers. Happy
Cheers.
Friday.
Cheers.
That is the
Man.
worst. I see so many pixels.
I know my camera's terrible. It's a new computer as well. Like, what's going on here? It's ridiculous.
It is what it is. I'm just happy to get you online, mate.
It is.
Anyway,
It is what it
so
is.
basically, I want to quickly just obviously bridge over who you are, because I was saying to Selena, the one thing I like about super talented artists are people that are actually down to earth and good people as well. Like I feel like you can kind of tell that through music or any type of entertainment, like people's personalities, and you're one of them. So give me a bit of a brief kind of bio. Who are you? What does OD stand for? What's your why?
So yeah, so I'm OD. Well, I actually pronounce it odd. Everyone else pronounces it OD though, because that's how it's spelled. But odd basically symbolizes magnetism and like what I attract in my life. And so my lyrics are basically how I sum up what I manifest in my life. So yeah, it's pretty much it. It's like I saw it on Google once. Like, so I started off as One Day, and then so One Day was like my SoundCloud alias for years. And then I was like, the idea was just working towards someone that I wanted to become one day. So then I became Odd. Yeah. So I manifested the artist that I wanted to become. Yeah.
Sick. Because obviously the guy that I met a few years ago, we went to Longroom, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Loved it. Yeah, so we went to
Yeah.
Longroom, had a few drinks, and obviously like we discussed like your aspirations and your dreams. And like I said, when I listened to a little bit of your music, which was in the earlier days, not earlier days, but seems like so far away now because of the music that you put out.
Yeah.
Have you feel like you've evolved and changed from that person, or?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely feel like I've evolved for sure. I think I'm a lot more emotionally aware now. I've gone through like a lot of like stuff in the industry, and I think I'm just more equipped to deal with whatever comes at me now. So I'm grateful for people like you for sure as well. Like, you gave me like a chance and you hyped me up. And you put so much belief in me as well. That's why, again, I appreciate you actually, Michelle. You're amazing. Like, you put so much belief and like thought into me and care into me as well. So I'll always remember that because you're so genuine as well. So I think that's why we got along. Like, we really we hit it off for that reason, because we're both so genuine and we're passionate about what we did. And yeah, I'll always be grateful for you. So yeah.
Oh, that's super nice. Thanks, Maddie. I hate compliments. I get so awkward. I'm like,
I know.
I'm going off the screen now.
Yeah.
That's all good. So, like, can you explain to me how you got into music? Like, what was your journey? Did you know it was always a thing, or did you kind of fall into it?
I was never a confident kid. So when I was young, like, I just never had much confidence until I was about 12 years old, and I was in intermediate school. And my friend at the time, he wanted me to join the band for our musical production. So I borrowed my brother's guitar, and I just started going crazy and like learning the guitar. And yeah, ever since then, I just like that was the first thing that like gave me confidence. So like I learned how to play guitar, and then yeah, it was basically like from that point onwards, I fell in love with making music. Well, I fell in love with playing music at that point. I became a musician, and then fast forward past high school, everything like the rap sort of began when I was 19, and I like fell back in love with hip hop music at that age, and I started freestyling over like Biggie instrumentals, Mac Miller, Joey Badass instrumentals, and yeah, it like ignited a love for hip hop, and ignited a love for being an MC, and that's where it started, and here we are today.
Yeah, that's super cool. Because like I was saying to Selena, I was waiting for you for 10 minutes. I'll never let you forget that. I know you're like, I'm nearly there, Mish. I was like, tick-tock. Like for me, especially with hip hop and rap and R&B, like that's my favorite kind of genre of music. And so obviously when I heard your music come up, I was like, fuck, that's so amazing. And for me, if I start envisioning dancing, to me, it means that I really love that kind of music. So did you fall into R&B and hip hop, or are you interested in any other genres to perform, or mostly just hip hop and rap? Because obviously you're incredible at rap.
Oh, thank you. 100% R&B for sure. I've been actually producing a bunch of R&B and like dancehall at the moment. I've been really falling in love with dancehall. Yeah, love dance. Really love the rhythm behind dancehall as well. Like it's such a vibe. So yeah, I'm definitely looking into like exploring more R&B and like doing more like vibey club stuff as well. So yeah, that's definitely an avenue I want to go down for sure. Love it.
Yeah, because obviously with dancehall and things like that, we did do a video clip with Taylor in the background, which was slightly a different genre of dance, shall we say?
Yeah. It was dope though. It was so dope. That was such a dope moment in time. Like when Chips came out, like yeah, that was like the first song that really like sort of helped push the idea that this was going to be like a career. So yeah, it was interesting. It was super dope though. Really dope. Shout out to Taylor.
I know. I think she said she was going to tune in and watch tonight, but it's hard to say. But that was a great venue as well. I don't miss those days, like long nights of managing night shifts.
Yeah, it was absolutely so dope. It was dope.
Whereabouts do you? Because with dancing, for me, I feel movements in my body. So for you, when you're writing music, what gives you inspiration to the words and the vibe and the theme?
Man, like it's hard to explain, but I mean, like as soon as I hear the beat, I just kind of know what to say. I don't know. I think that I developed the ability to like know what I was going to say quickly from freestyling back in the day. So that was like my main thing for a while. And then I know, I guess it taught me how to think quickly. So that was the big one. Like for me, like when I hear a beat, I usually like I can hear the emotion, whatever sample the producer used, and for some reason it just triggers something in my mind, and I'm away.
It takes huge talent to be able to do that. And for me, even the thought of even trying to construct a long sentence, let alone trying to rap it and sound musical, seems impossible. So amazing. What would be your favorite memory or performance that you've done so far? Any
100.
Special standouts?
Yeah, for sure. It would be my first show at Galatos. It was my first show in Auckland. And it was the dopest thing because my parents came. And like my parents came and my Uncle Alan and Auntie Paula came. And Uncle Alan actually, he's a special character for me because Uncle Alan sort of like he saw potential in me from a kid. Kind of like when you saw potential in me, like how you like showed interest in my talent. Like Uncle Alan kind of did the same thing when I was younger. Like he saw me playing the guitar and he just like he gave me this like crazy belief in myself. He was just like, you're amazing, like you're such a good talent, like keep on, like don't let this go. So it was dope to see like Uncle Alan in the crowd with my Auntie Paul and my parents, and my dad was there, and like it was just cool. It was so dope. And like also like my friends were there as well, like all my friends, like my childhood friends and stuff. It was just like sold out show, like they were like screaming the lyrics at me. Yeah, it was dope. That's the dopest one for sure. For sure.
Yeah, and obviously when we both originally met one another, I don't know, I feel like we just went from zero to deep conversation real quick. And I remember you were saying that obviously, like you knew. Well, no one ever says, "I know I'm talented," but it's like when you've got a natural knack for something, and
sure.
when you sometimes it's a scary thing, obviously, performing something that's so important and close to your heart at the very beginning of your career, anyway, because of the fear of judgment. Because you're kind of like, oh, maybe it's not good enough, and you go through that kind of self-doubt of going back and forth. So that would have been awesome to see everyone from all walks of your life supporting you do your thing.
It was nuts. It was amazing. Like, and again, I just appreciate everyone so much for even like supporting me and like even making this a thing, like making this like a career path for me. Because like it genuinely is my life. Like I don't know what I would be doing if I wasn't doing this. Like music really it gave me like a purpose. So I appreciate it.
Right, it's a whole thing. Finding your why is actually such a rare thing that people sometimes don't even know for so long. So for you to be able to identify it and run with it means that you're going to be successful no matter what anyway, in my eyes. Because it's like if you're working towards a dream, I think that's like aspirational anyway. So proud of you, Maddie. So if we were to figure out where you're performing next, like what's on your cards for this year? Obviously with COVID, it's hard because of venues and events being cancelled. But
COVID's been crazy in that respect for sure. Because like I've had gig opportunities come up, but they're all like seated, and my music's not made to sit down and listen to. So I've just been holding back. I've been holding back on doing shows, but as soon as we get like into, well, I think now I think now we're allowed to do 200 people, is it, like standing? So we're looking into that, but again, like, I want to come back with a bang, so I want to do a big show soon. And we're definitely thinking about doing shows over in Australia as well. Yeah. So like hopefully that all pans out, and I've got some international features coming, so it'd be super dope. Yeah, I'm just playing it by ear right now. I really want my next show to be like a crazy sort of event where like everyone's just moshing, everyone's going crazy, because the next rollout for all the new music, it's definitely not made to sit down. You're not supposed to be sitting down listening to this stuff. So
you meant to be fully immersed, involved.
Yeah. You're meant
to be. I remember oh, look at that.
Yes, Tarantino, how we open. Trying to make the magnum opus before it's all over. Success is looking priceless, looking like some closure. I hate to say I told you, but damn, you know I told you. The boy unbroken, the pain being spoken. Okay, take my hand while I'm walking through the trials of the day. Lay my ball sack if you don't like the words that I say. Petty boys.
Cheers to that. Shout out that guy.
Who did the photography and videography for that?
Yeah, I want to say shout out to Tom Groot. Tom Groot's amazing, man. That guy's crazy. Also, shout out to Eli, who produced that one. Shout out to Dan Martin, who mixed it. And Beats by Carlin as well. He was there. He was co-producing this thing as well. It was just me, Carlin, and Tom that did the visuals. I had the idea, and Tom came through and executed. So shout out to Tom. Tom's amazing. Tom's an incredible producer.
I think I met Eli, didn't I?
When you wanna film or then focus.
Just going through your whole reel.
We out here. Going through the catalog.
I know. You're like, keep scrolling, chuck us a cheeky like.
There's a good one in there. There's a good one in there. Surely.
I feel like you a lot of the content.
Shout out Eli. That's Eli. Shout out the band.
I feel like a lot of the content you removed off your Instagram page because there was heaps of stuff that I remember was on there. Are you just keeping it refreshed?
I keep that. I did that. I did that because I wanted to I wanted the new content basically just to resemble where I'm at in life. Yeah. So I want people to see that there. I think it's kind of cool to do it seasonally. But at some point I'll probably bring back everything. But I just thought it looked. I'm big on aesthetics. I really like aesthetics. I like the black and red. I really like the black and red. So I want it just to be eye catching. So yeah, that's why I left it. Oh, stop it.
No, but you know how people, especially in the creative world, are real specific with aesthetics and how everything's laid out. Yep. I'm not one of those people. I just throw up all these different colored photos, but especially musicians, DJs, bands, real specific about branding, which is good.
Yeah, well, I'm big on that. I really care about how it looks, how it sounds, how it's perceived. Like it's again, like, I mean, this is like my obsession. This is my life. Like, and yeah, I want to. I thought it was important from the start. I really wanted to get an amazing creative team and execute a vision. So I'm really grateful for all these people that have come into my life that have helped me execute on that. You know, it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. Teamwork actually does make the dream work. You know, people forget about all the people behind the big star on the stage. You know, it takes a crew to make that one person shine. And I'm glad that you've got a support network behind you, that believe in you and
shout out my
got
brothers.
your back.
Yeah, shout out everyone. Love you guys.
I love that for you. Tell me about your future goals. I mean, obviously, you're not going to tell me your ultimate dream, but where do you see yourself even in 5 years? Like, what are you wanting to achieve?
Well, I had my 5-year goal that I started 3 years ago. It's panning out, which is amazing, and I'm super grateful for. I would say like my goals in the next year are like 1 million streams overall. And then also like do some more headline shows that are sold out in Auckland. Get an international feature, which is it's happening. So I'm going to get an international feature. Can't say who, but they're from Toronto, so that's super dope.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's super dope. Got some features lined up in Aussie as well. And yeah, like I mean, like my 5-year goal, it kind of consists of like a bunch of mini goals. It's like I want to do shows over in Europe. I want to do some shows in Aussie. I want to do some shows in America. Yeah, I've got a lot that I really want to pursue, and I want to get some. I really want to get some more international success. You know,
For sure. And I guess when like I said, you've been spending the past few years building up your brand and your audience and your followers and your fans in New Zealand. So it's like, of course, I see you overseas already. Like I know that you've got that potential. And so that's why I said to you when I first met you, I was like, honestly, you've got it. And it sometimes just comes down to timing.
Yeah.
You know, divine timing. You can't push something if it's not ready to be, you know, authentically aligned for you. But when it does, I'm going to be like, you always knew anyway, you know? And I think that's another cool thing as well is in our first meeting, you were saying something about how, you know, I don't know what parent it was, but they were saying to you, you know, why don't you focus on getting a real job and, you know, that kind of stuff. And I know what that's like being in the arts because it's such a hard industry to be taken seriously. And obviously working contract to contract, it's hard to get that stability. And so for me, I'm so stoked that you ran with it, and all the opportunities are slowly starting to align for you.
Yeah, well, cool. It's scary as hell. It's so scary, man. Like when you go after a goal like this, like a lot. I mean, it was intimidating, but I did know, like from the start, I knew like what I had to do to get success. So I mean, everything is divine timing. I think. Like I'm glad where I'm at right now. I'm appreciative. And I know for a fact that, things do happen at certain times for a reason. So, you know, like you just got to take it as it comes. And I mean, for me right now, it's like I feel super grateful and like that I'm even having this conversation with you right now. And I've got so many people that are supporting me that like are just so genuine, you know. And yeah, that's just something I'm super grateful for. So, I mean, I know everything's going to come in divine timing, but just for right now, I'm trying to get better at really appreciating what's going on right now. So, yeah, stoked.
That's the thing. I feel like sometimes you've got these big 5-year plans in your head and you're like, I want to be able to do this and I want to achieve this and this. Like sometimes you don't enjoy the present or the journey of getting there because you're just always thinking about the next step, which I'm really, really guilty of. So I know exactly what you mean by being present and appreciating every step, whether that be hard or, you know, slower than you'd want.
Yeah.
So I hear you there.
Definitely, man.
Who do you want to collab with? Like if you could collab with your favorite artist or someone inspirational, who would that be?
There's a lot for sure. I would definitely say Drake, 100% Drake. I would say Kanye. I don't really care for all the stuff that happens on the internet. Like I just think he's an amazing once in a generation musician. Kanye, Travis, bunch of people, man. There's a lot of people that I really would love to collaborate with, you know. Yeah. just like Joey Badass is another one. He's like a real inspiration to me from early on. Action Bronson. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys for sure. And then there's a lot of artists as well. Like Thundercat. I'd really like to work with Thundercat for sure. He's amazing, man. That guy's crazy. Oh, and Kenny Beats as well. There's too many to name. Like there's literally too many to name.
I remember the first person you mentioned when we met was Drake.
For sure. Yeah.
And also Zaysha. I don't know whether you've met Zaysha before. So she's actually our marketing and brand manager for Immersive. So she's like top 100 DJs. Have you met Zaysha before?
I don't believe I have.
Yeah, so she performs at all the kind of high life events and rhythm and vines. Yeah, so she actually said the same thing because I asked her the same question about who would you want to collaborate with, and she said regardless of obviously all the drama with Kim Kardashian, Kanye West is someone that she really admires. So
yeah, he's amazing, man. Amazing.
Someone said, "Oh, I feel like I'm not even looking at the comments. I need to bring them up." All your friends.
Oh, my brother. Love you, Fraser. Yellow Wolf.
Oh,
Yeah.
is there anything else you want to? Is there anything you want to add? Or actually, I'm going to make you rap if you want to. So like a potential song. Do it.
What am I going to rap to? Is it going to be the actual song or?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, chug it on. I'll go.
Yo, so what I'm playing in the background is one of your songs on Spotify, and I can turn it up if you like. It's Oh, hold on. Too many tabs open. Okay, so you can rap freestyle, or you can rap along to your tune on Spotify. So what would you prefer?
Through one of your songs, Manny.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can just chuck on Jump, and I'll just vibe out to that. Because that's the song that I want to push at the moment as well. Everyone share Jump.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
And it's gone.
I'll be the play.
Yeah.
Hey, Manny, I'll play it off my phone. You ready?
No, I got it.
Hey.
I got it.
I can't hear it.
I got it.
Never push them with the motive. You wanna feel what that focus. Tarantino, how he open. Trying to make a move before it's all over. Success is looking priceless. Looking like some closure. I hate to say I told you, but then you know I told you, boy. I'm broke in the pain, being slow. You know, take my hand while I'm walking with the child. Make my soul second fuel like the words. Petty boys, don't turn on the fools. I think they're probably going through it on the way.
I'll give you those bars. That's what I'll give you for now.
You know. So we're at
Hear it.
What were you saying? Yeah, it felt a little bit laggy. Not you, but the music to your voice.
And I'm a perfectionist as well, so that kills me if I'm not on time. Like that kills me. Straight up.
Blake actually says hello as well. You know how me and him came to a concert together? He's so nice. He loves you.
I love that guy.
It's like, when are we going out for lunch with Maddie again?
Love that guy. Big supporter.
No, he adores you.
Yeah.
But we've reached our time, Maddie. Is there anything else that you want to kind of promote or shout out? Or
I just want to say thank you to everyone that's listening to the music. You guys are amazing. And it's so, like, I just find it so awesome that this is actually becoming a career path for me. And you guys just all need to know how eternally grateful I am for all of you guys. So that's what I want to leave it on. Thank you so much to everyone. You guys are amazing. Wow.
Thank you, Maddie.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let me just bring back Selena.
Hi. I think we did really well with our we did really well with what we had there. And yeah, I mean, it's always going to be tricky with a live stream and different internet speeds and stuff. But gosh, what a delight to have someone like you on this show.
That was
My
amazing.
gosh.
Appreciate you guys.
Nah,
Man.
super grateful for you to be able to jump on, Maddie. Like,
Yeah,
love it.
it's
A lot of
amazing.
people.
Raise a glass. Cheers. Much love.
Cheers, team.
Cheers.
Thank you to
Big
everyone for
ear.
watching as well. Have an
Yeah,
amazing bloody Friday. I'm off to
Yeah. Have a good Friday, everyone. Just enjoy. Okay.
Exactly. He's just
Cool.
said it in one word. Enjoy. Just enjoy the moment and enjoy what you're doing. And yeah, keep striving for what you're doing. Yeah, brilliant. And so where's the best place to contact you or to follow you would be YouTube, Instagram. I see you've got a link tree connected to your Instagram.
Yeah, I got a link tree. I mean, Instagram is where I'm at most of the time, just OD Sound NZ. And yeah, I got a TikTok as well. I think it's like Odd Music 17. YouTube channel, OD Sound NZ. So yeah, those are all the places you can find me at.
Yeah, that's too fun. Michelle, wow.
I know. I love it. No, I've been really lucky. I'm really lucky to be connected to really cool, like-minded people and all driven and all individuals and also like humble as well. Like for me, when people are like, oh, do you know that person? I'm like, I know them as a human being. You know, I look, yeah, the title is cool and stuff, but for me, I'm not like, oh my God, yeah, like I know this person, they're so famous. Like, doesn't matter. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like for me, there's some people that I meet that are really amazing at what they do in their industry and scenes, but I'm just like,
yeah.
At least they're good people. For me, I don't surround myself with people unless they're great people, good humans.
Yeah, you just feel like they're human beings. That's the best way to put it. You know, you never want to be too in your own head.
Yep.
We're all just
yes.
Yep.
Yes, that's where it can get tricky. It can get tricky when we get stuck in our own minds and we're not listening to other people. And other people have so much to contribute, but you still have to be aware. And it's sort of like sometimes it's the right time to listen, and sometimes it's the right time to learn, and sometimes it's the right time to speak. So it's all like finding that rhythm. And I think life really is about rhythm. And I think you, as a young man, you've got a lot going on for you. And keep in touch with us, and we might get you back on another episode real soon. And we're going to plug your tunes in our show notes. On our talkback.nz, and then be sure to tell your friends about this show as well. That'd be good.
Your friends. Yeah, I'll tell everyone for sure.
Tell all my mates. 3. No, I'm kidding.
Peeps. Tell all the peeps out there.
I've got lots of friends. All of them.
Peeps. Peeps. Me, myself, and I. So many friends.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Wow. Thank you.
Much love. See you guys later. Peace.
Shot, Maddie. Thank you, Selena.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Oh my gosh. We were late to start this show, but who cares? That was phenomenal. This is what this is all about. This is live, and this is real life happening right now. You know, look at us. We're thinking on our feet, and we're improvising, and we're just making it work. And wow, hello, how fun was that? Okay, so Michelle Henderson, your Friday night host. She's back next Friday, so be sure to follow her. And she knows some amazing people. So do I. But yeah, she's been such a blessing. You know, like as chicks are such a blessing. So just praise the chicks in your life and appreciate them, and just as I appreciate all my favorite males in my life who have inspired and helped me develop as a person, I wouldn't have it any other way. I know some amazing people. I actually know the coolest people in the world, but that's just my opinion. But usually my opinion is pretty good. So anyway, okay, enough. I need to stop. I need to wind down. I need to do some mandala, just like Carrie told me last night. Then I did print out one of your drawings, Carrie. Thank you very much. And I will calm down and I will learn from your drawings. And every guest that comes on here, you are fucking valuable. And you teach us so much. And you just got so much to offer. And we're just blessed. I mean, we're just totally blessed. And yeah, let me just tone up that last track just as we wind out from this show on Friday at 9:45 p.m.
President is me, I'm funny. I got heavy thoughts and I got heavy promise. Dreaming a miracle. Older